Now, initially, I wasn't going to try this challenge with Geraldo, until I realized you could do this with him. Yes, what you're seeing is a Seeking a Shooty turret, only possible with the Homing Projectiles artifact, and this artifact is only possible in Rogue Legends. We're gonna turn Geraldo as crazy as possible. Now, I can't start with the Homing Projectiles though, because you always need to pick these two artifacts to get a head start for heroes. One Monkey Army, to make heroes count as all categories, and Battlefield Commission, so they can actually level up. Hopefully we find that artifact at some point in the run, but don't count your bets on it. Speaking of bets, bargaining chip is decent. It allows you to basically get more tokens if you want to get rid of this thing, which is better than the alternative of Gadgeteer. Only gives a tech bot, so what are we waiting for? See how quickly we can blast through all 4 stages with Geraldo. And the first boss we have to face? Lunarius. Not bad. We'll start the opening campfire by looking for a monkey recruit, maybe an Outbuff or something like that. Oh, there we have it. Outbuff is kind of bad with Geraldo because it doesn't buff his sub-towers, but it's better than nothing. Because there's almost nothing that can buff sub-towers for cheap. So again, I was initially hesitant on trying Geraldo in this rogue challenge, however, once I realized that, well, when you add his sub-towers, they still count towards Battlefield Commission, and they inherit all the buffs Geraldo has for the artifacts. It actually means he can't be any worse than every other hero we've tried in this challenge, which, if you missed any previous hero showcase, I highly recommend you check out the playlist. The link will be everywhere at the end of this video. This will genuinely be the last hero where I try, though, because the other 2 remaining are 1, Benjamin, self-explanatory, and Corvus. From what I tested, his spirit does not receive the buffs. Although if that was changed recently, then it might be worth looking into. Chest number 1 of the run, who wouldn't like more damage? And now a campfire to upgrade that damage even more. Next chest, finally some attack speed with BB Gatling. And now we've got ourselves a mini-boss against FaZe. It'll be interesting to see how much 2 shooty turrets can do. I don't think there's any chance in hell I'm getting the goal of 33 though. So once again on this map, the boss takes the long path, however balloons that spawn in from the other side might be even a bit of an issue, like on the prime rounds. We'll use our first boost on more damage. And let's see, 10 boss damage per shot. No, that's pretty good. I think we'll get 9 easy. Maybe the silver goal, but we got a lot of work to do. Right, and now that I remember how 1 Monkey Army works for bosses, at least for mini-bosses in Rogue Legends, you hardly get XP because there's very little balloons coming in, which causes an issue because now we don't get levels faster, nor can we refresh to get another shooty turret. So is 9 even possible at this rate, actually? I gotta set these guys on strong. 4 kills now? Wait, when does this refresh? 6? I think it's 6 rounds. Oh, for those wondering, road spikes don't scale with damage. I tested. So yes, we're spending $50 for 10 damage, in case you're wondering. And oh my god, this might just be the biggest fail yet. I don't have enough for anything, not even Jerry's Fire yet. 5 kills now, maybe we get... Oh, Super Monkey Beacon, let's go, let's go. This can at least one-shot 1 skull. Oh wait, no, but it's 2-minute cooldown. That was stupid. Whatever, the Maelstrom itself can get us to skull 6. But wait, why is it still not refresh? How many rounds does it take? Does it never refresh in a mini-boss? Because that would be absolute jokes if it didn't. Road Spike? Road Spike? Yeah, no refresh. What the F? So we're about to get nothing at all from this. Damn. Maybe this might be the hardest hero I've tried so far. Well, we better hope this end stage merchant has something good, otherwise we might be kind of screwed with how little we have going into stage 1. Thankfully, I think we got a massive haul though. I also just realized I'm a complete bozo. I started this run with Gadgeteer Geraldo, so I brought this useless one, and not bargaining chip. Whoops. Okay, well, that just means more tokens to spend in the shop then. Anyway, picking up the following: 10% Pierce and Swords, 16% damage, and Unspoken Heroes for a funny ring attack. I would like to pick up another artifact, but I'm not sure how Too Many Cooks works. Like, if you have multiple shooty turrets, does that count against the attack speed? Or if it's a sub-tower, does that not matter? Either way, Not having bargaining chip is like a little bit of a loss, because I think it would have been worth 27 tokens as opposed to 9, aka more to play around with. But here are our stats coming into stage 1. Pretty bad. Most of this is being carried by one monkey army. Thankfully, it is just stage 1. There's also one thing that we didn't take into account yet, like when you saw that phase run, and that's that we can actually get much more levels in a normal boss. Just check this out. I'll still have to get an alchemist battle all the way back here. And I'll use this extra 23k to spend levels. I can get up to level 8, and that unlocks the Jerry Fire. And the Jerry Fire is very good single target damage. Just set to strong. You want to pickle it too, and drop 2 Jerry Fires. And take a look at that DPS now. A whopping 100. Trust me, it adds up. Not to mention the swords flying everywhere that can help snipe some of the green balloons. Yeah, that's pretty clutch. Oh yeah, I think because Jerry Fire has so many mini attacks, that's what's spawning so many swords. So very, very good synergy, needless to say. Skull number 1. Let's see. Who doesn't want more damage? And also, I'm not going to get another Shui to refresh anytime soon, I don't think. Oh, I also have to use Maelstrom for this, right? Or can this handle? Nah, no shot in hell. Oh, okay. This is bad. If I don't have a second Blade Trap, then I'm kind of screwed to like the second skull, aren't I? Let's quickly set these back in first so I can maybe stall out some rounds. I don't know. And once again, another reminder that with one monkey army, you can't turn this attack shooter into a Maelstrom. It does no damage. And we'll glue. And maybe we'll find... Oh, okay. Super Monkey Storm, if I still end up dying here. But I've got a lot of things. Glue for 1. A knockback. And time on my side. Last time, I had nothing. Okay, never mind. What am I worried about? End stage bosses are completely fine. It is just the mini bosses that I kind of have to avoid. I'd rather play mini games with Geraldo. So that will decide the path I want to use. And just for fun, let's see what a genie does. This also gets affected by the damage buff, as you see. I don't think the genie is able to one-shot Cerams before. So very cool. Granted, stage 2, 3, and 4 will not be on Candy Falls. And it will be elite versions. Oh, and also, Essence of Blooners will nerf me because monkeys tier 4 and above count as, like, level 4 Geraldo and above. So that's another 18 tokens we can get rid of at some point. That's stage 1. Good news, we got a minigame stage 2. Bad news, we have 2 mini Blastopopolises, so that will probably stifle our rewards a good amount. I'll start us off with a teeny tiny damage buff. And then a legendary campfire. I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. Whopping 66% attack speed with the BB Gatling. Absolutely unparalleled stat bonus. Legendary encounter, oh, I think we have to take this one. It's risky, but the stat bonuses are much worth it. We just have to be very careful about balloon encounters now because with way less attack speed, we're probably going to leak with only 2 shooters. And also, oh my god, Peninsula? Yeah, do I even play this? Not to mention, Jerry Fire doesn't work on Blastopopolis either. I think I need to find myself an MIB if we ever end up getting Blastopopolis as, say, an end stage boss. Then we're essentially mega cooked unless we get that. Anyway, we'll see how close we can get, but I'm not liking my chances right now. Unless I see good damage come out of this. Still only 8 damage at a time. Wait, does pure damage not work on... Why? It's a mob class balloon. Huh. Now that I'm looking at it, wait a minute. I don't think the shooty turret is working with any of these one monkey army artifacts. Because it's still shooting at the same attack speed as it did on stage 1, mind you. Or rather, before pure damage. However, it takes in homing. I think that's only because if something says specifically towards heroes, then it does count. But if it's a category-specific thing, then I don't think the one monkey army actually works. Which, in that case, I'm not exactly sure how to approach this going forward, because, I mean, Geraldo will get stronger, but his main attack is trash. I don't know. And again, we're not getting any refreshes on the shooty turret. So I don't know. Oh, what was that? How do we get to 9 kills instantly? Huh? Anyone see that weird bug? Yeah. What is doing 400 damage? Excuse me? I'm very confused. 10 kills now? I'll get support quickening. But I don't know what's going on. Is it the swords? Oh, I think it is the swords. Oh my god, we might have to rely on frickin' like sword damage only if sub towers don't work. This could do it though. We're just 1 kill away from getting 12. But seeing this, I think I really have to rethink my plan. If absolutely none of Geraldo's sub items work and it's just his main attack. It's not impossible. It's just very difficult, that's all. Oh, you know what? F it. Let's just buy Jerry Fire and do that. That will spawn a lot of swords out. No, it's not the swords doing the damage. Huh. No, the swords are still 1 damage, but it is helping. There we go, common. It might also be Unspoken Heroes, each attack dealing 1 damage to 1 balloon, and there are 8 attacks, so that's 8 times whatever damage bonus there is. If you do that math, then I guess you could see a big burst of damage happening. But wow, this might be very difficult, let me just say. We got a pretty decent artifact out of that. 10% extra hero attack speed. Mid-stage merchant, let's add 8% attack speed, 18% at the start of the round, and hell, why not a battle cat? Battle cats don't get affected by 1 lucky army, so they can actually do damage, and they could bail me out. They have good utility with glue and knockback. Something that Geraldo, I guess, doesn't lack, but we need to spend a lot. And nice, endurance race. This is obviously a huge shift from when we were able to pick up every legendary. But hey, it's all the more exciting. I don't know if 300k is possible, but at least silver, I think would be nice. I'm worried about Bloons leaking, so I'll just use the weaker turrets as backup, since they don't do a lot of damage anyway. We'll start with up to round 15 now, and even though I did say the sub-towers don't work, just look at Geraldo's main attack. He's putting in some crazy good work. I'll put on strong, and look, he just one-shot that Moab. So that being said, we might still be okay in the end. Jerry Fire now, but we still gotta send way more rounds out if we want to get a silver out of this. I'll try to save enough money or save enough rounds for a Geraldo bunny, but it takes too many rounds for that to come off. Oh, also leaking? Uh-oh, no. Gotta drop one of these. How about another Jerry Fire here? Yeah. You can put Jerry Fire, I think, on non-shooter towers and still do damage. We'll do some of... Yeah, we have so much money that we should just drop extra Geraldo items whenever we feel like we're getting overwhelmed here. 10 rounds now on each of these guys. I'm gonna set up to 29 because I'm not afraid about having to use a Super Maelstrom for this. Oh, just like that. Level 20 Geraldo. Let's see how strong he is at max. Pretty good, I would say. There's the comment, yeah. Maybe we can shoot for Legendary with, like, still 3 minutes to go. Although, I guess one thing I'm worried about is GDTs. I don't think Geraldo's main attack can hit them. So we need a little bit of help. Oh, that's what the Alluring Melody is for. This Mermonkey, I think its thing can still work, right? Even though it does no damage. Although, if I don't see any blimps loop around, then never mind. The trance is also disabled, sadly. There's rare. Okay, yeah, we definitely can hit legendary. What am I talking about? Here come DDTs. We have a lot of Jerry Fire, so even though those don't get bonus damage, it's enough anyway. There's so many of them. Legendary earned and very nice. We might not be screwed after all. I don't think. Also, hold up now. All of a sudden, Alluring Melody is working. I have no idea. No idea what's going on with that. Also, not out of the woods yet. I'm gonna use a time stop here. You can't die before the time's up. Nice. For our efforts, we're rewarded with 18% more attack speed. Can't complain. Now, Mini Blast is still an issue because I don't have a mid for Geraldo. That's probably first priority. So, get the common and get out. Actually, at this rate, we could shoot for even above a common. Because again, it is Cubism, and we're already at 12. 26, by the way, for silver. It's actually mental that it's possible we could get a silver without Geraldo's main attack doing any damage, just his secondaries. Also, shooting turrets have to be bugged. Like, everything else is refreshing except for the turrets in mini bosses. Don't know about you, but that's pretty messed up. Use a Maelstrom here. Let's make our cat big. Although, I think the range is too tiny for that. Whoopsies. If this is not enough, then I have to sell Geraldo to buy a new one. Yep. New one down here. This might take a while to get back some stacks. Oh, right. Wait, when you buy or sell Geraldo, you get 2 turrets back? Or maybe that was just to make up for the 0 that was bugged. I don't know exactly. But it seems like refreshing Geraldo makes his main attack too weak to get 26. Hey, we tried though. And again, this is not indicative of what the final boss is going to be, so no big deal. We haven't gotten any range bonuses yet, so I certainly don't mind picking one up. Absolutely nothing at the end stage merchant. That's kind of a shocker, but even despite that, these are our stats on Geraldo specifically coming into Dreadbloon. The map? Okay. Just a little bit harder than Candy Falls, no big deal. Anyway, I have to have Geraldo covering as much area on the boss as possible, and then hopefully the shooty turrets can pull the rest off. We have to, again, get level 8 for a Jerry Fire. And we'll play the rest by ear. I think the Rock Wounds only spawn in lane 2. Because if it spawns at any other lane, I think we're kind of screwed. There does still seem to be chunks of damage. Again, I assume right now that is from the tack attack. Oh, speaking of the tack attack, wait. Oh, the tack is not counted as lead popping. So I think the lead layer, or yeah, after the Ceram Shield, might be a little bit tougher. Mob in this lane. Let's hope we're good. Come on, swords. And Jerry Fire. Ooh. Not clean, but I can always drop Jerry items if I do need. Come on. Hold. Hold. Good enough. I don't want to do a pickle. Actually, I could. An individual pickle. Normally, if you use Dark Pickle, you want to use it on the whole tower. However, that would nerf Geraldo by too much. Not worth doing. Nice clutch sword there. Skull 1. Okay, let's pick. Do we... No, we don't need more range. We just need more damage. 20% is good. Oh no! Rock Wound's coming from that lane. I think I have to time... Like, when I hit a skull for that specific lane. Maybe there's still a way to get out of this. Hold on. I still have a Maelstrom, but I want to get rid of the leads first. Or, yeah, the leads. Okay. Here we go. That ought to do a good number, even if the Maelstrom doesn't get affected. The swords are coming in so big. You never would have guessed it. But it makes the effective range of the tower so much better. And okay, given we're good there, I think we can win this on Bloody Puddles. Thank God it's not a different boss like, say, Phase. Otherwise, I can definitely be GG. Can drop Genies now if I want to, but it seems like we're good. Wait. Drop a Totem just to be safe. Let's spawn out the big cat. One more skull. 15% damage. And Genie for good measure. With the Jerry Fire. And that should clean out the rest. Nice. Plenty of time to spare. Oh yeah, now what does stage 3 have in store? Looks like a possible quick beeline to the end of the stage. With Blast to pop us. Oh, that doesn't give us a lot of time to again, get a Mib. There is a campfire here and a campfire here, but that's it. I do have a free reroll, so I will use that. Nope, didn't get lucky. Screw it, 3 tokens is worth it. Just for the chance, but nah. Well, we tried. Because indirect Geraldo attacks might matter, I think upgrading Heroic Edge for stronger sword damage would be ideal. Alright, trying our luck again. Village? Yeah, no. It is a village, but it's not the right one. I could keep re-rolling, but I think the chance of another village is unlikely. So I'll take the attack speed. It is still good to have. And also, I just realized that instead of Mib, we could also hope for a Desperado. But again, that is also pretty unlikely. Legendary encounter with the wrong Desperado, and the only artifact is Monkey Academy. Which does not apply in my situation, so that's just something we can exchange at the merchant. Now, for a race. X Factor might make the legendary impossible, but I think it's doable. Just like last time, it's all about taking it calm, cool, and collected. So up to before the F-Moab. I don't think we can deal with that right now. Also, potential leads in the way. Should I just buy Jerry Fire? No. Wait for the level. There we go. And there we go. Now we can send out way more. Capiche. Look how quickly that F-Mob dies. One shot by Geraldo. And yeah, what am I doing? I should be way more aggressive. Because again, I have Maelstroms if I need it. So 27 rounds now. Leads are still kind of annoying. And Loki, this looks kind of scary. Okay, I'll use one Maelstrom now. 28 rounds. That'll clear everything out a good amount. And wow, that was fast. Level 20 Geraldo already. Wasn't even finished dropping totems down or shooting turrets down, but alright. We'll need another Maelstrom for all this junk here. Oh yeah, I'm down to 199 lives. Let me take this much slower. What the hell? I very easily could have just randomly died at some point, and it would have been all my fault. Camouflage for more range then. At this point, getting any artifact is better than nothing, so we have to play it slow. Yeah, I'm definitely leaking far too much. Maybe after we get, say, our Bunny Paragon up, I'll be a little bit more confident. I kind of slacked on it, and I only have 3 out of 4, so I gotta wait. Again, DDTs look incredibly scary. What the hell? Do I glue? I'll drop a couple of them, because, yeah. The Jerry Fires that we have are not keeping up. Am I dead? 69? Not nice, not nice. Where's the Maelstrom when you need it? Oh, God. Made a grave mistake. Yeah, let's not push it. Let's not push it. Get the... I repeat. I lost 5 lives again. Get the medium goal and run. It is currently 50k pops away. It would be malpractice to sacrifice that for the chance of a legendary. So... Oh, God. I need to glue on both sides. Even FDTs are scary. I have a Super Monkey Storm if I need it. But... I think it's good. Yeah, my God, so close. And yeah, the very rare moment where I don't push things and just play it safe. When have you ever seen that from me? Yeah, we didn't even get anything good other than slow and steady for more damage but less attack speed. Another chest, we can get a lot more range, but I will take more attack speed. End stage version is a bit of an awkward one because there are no stat bonuses. However, there is this extra damage to glued balloons and corrosive torpedo darts. I assume the glue that applies with the monkey subs here does give you the benefit. We'll YOLO it. Get rid of Shred Balloon because it doesn't give us any stat bonuses. Anyway, assuming the 1.5 damage buff does apply, then here are our current stats. Not a big jump from stage 2, but we shouldn't need it because it's Quarry. Saved by the RNG gods, love to see it. So Geraldo in a spot where he covers as much of Blastopopolis' range as possible. No brainer primary mentoring for more range 2, and a tier 4 Alk. Also, the sub can only be placed down here, so there's no point. We got a lot of rounds to go, so I will just sit on this cash, because nothing better to spend it on other than Geraldo levels, but that's highly inefficient. Let's see, though. I also have no idea why I added Jerry Fire. I keep forgetting that. Doesn't actually work on Blast, so that was kind of worthless. Now, the Bunny Paragon does, though, so hopefully we can get that at some point. Anyway, when is Geraldo attacking? I think he is now. There we go. We haven't done any damage so far, but we should start to see some chunks whenever that attack comes out of it. And slowly but surely, we will tickle down Blastopopolis. Looking at this, hang on, I might actually run out of time, or rather track length to beat this, because one skull took quite a long time. I'm gonna need, come on, I'll take 20% damage, not bad. Well, what was I saying? I need a Maelstrom. Or do I? Wait. God, those rocks suck. Nope, we do not need a Maelstrom. We got level 20, and there we go. Bunny Paragon has been afforded. It doesn't do that great mob damage, but it's better than anything that we have on field right now. I guess the more skulls we hit, the more damage we do, and that will kind of snowball or accelerate our damage. Not a big acceleration, but good enough to make it work. I don't need range, I don't think. Just more and more damage, please. ceramic. I'll glue it and put Geraldo back on first so the bunny snipes it. Because it's got full map range. Nice. Halfway now. Max Skull. Quickening. Thank God there's BFBs. Otherwise, if there was fast stuff, they definitely had a good chance to sneak on through. And in the end, there was nothing to worry about because Blast Populace is easy. However, that does now leave the final boss to be one of two. Either Phase or Vortex, one of which is obviously way harder than the other. So depending on which one I get, I'll have to plan my last stage accordingly. That's another half hour for stage 3. Alright, what's the final boss gonna be? Vortex, okay, we're good. Now, I still think I'm gonna plan to take a slightly longer path, mostly because there are minigames going this way. Had I gone this way instead, I'd have 2 Dread Bloons, which, I don't like mini-bosses. I like sending everything I want and feeling good that way. Also, we don't need a MIB anymore, so... Oh, but we got one anyway. Actually, instead of Discount Village, I'm so sorry. Glue. Because, remember, I don't know if the sub works. The glue is guaranteed to give us 50% more damage. So, going this path, first is an endurance race, but it's on a really hard map. I think this is another one where we just play it safe, cause, like, how? Geraldo barely has enough range to reach anything. It's probably worth it to go for the primary mentoring in that case, just to guarantee we can reach it, but I don't have lead popping anymore. So this is all kind of scuffed. Oh well. Send out the rounds anyway. And let's just hope we don't die. We're getting +4 from every attack, so that's good, but no lead popping. Oh, no, I got Jerry Fire. Let's go. Jerry Fire for the win. Right on time to save the day while we don't have Alp buff, which is my next priority, but I really cannot send anywhere near as aggressively. 600,000. Oh god, I'm dead. I'm dead. 73 lives? Good god, what is that lag? But okay, no brainer. Play it safe, okay? Play it safe. Drop glue whenever possible. But the thing is, I have to keep applying glue, otherwise eventually it will time out. Also, I didn't even get the actual glue yet to get extra damage. This will help us a lot. You know, there's only 2 minutes left and we're only 1/3 of the way to the goal, which is way worse than I thought. Will Maelstrom, if spooky, otherwise send out more? Yeah, we're able to handle it now, so 43. 46, F it. We'll preemptively drop some glues on the side, because I know they're going to be an issue. I just know they'll be. Maybe a genie too? Yeah. Better play it safe than sorry. There we go. There's a comment. Now, do I greed for the rare? It is 250,000 pops away. With several rounds left, I'll use the big boy. Looks like fortified DDTs have been successfully defended, so more rounds it is. 49. I forget after this round what other rounds have a DDT. Anyway, we should use this last couple seconds to just rack up as much damage as possible from the balloons coming in. So, with 10 seconds left, spam Maelstroms, because they do bonus damage. Send more rounds out too, come on. Nice. Clutch last 5-second pop goal. I think that's how you play out endurance races when you're unsure of your defense. For our reward, Mighty Mulligan. This time instead of endurance race, actual race. And this one only goes up to 31. Meaning, I'm pretty sure we are sure as hell safe to send out every single round out from the start. Just gotta make sure I have enough bases covered here. I'm actually pretty poor in money, but okay. Enough, yeah. 14 rounds out at once, and there should be no big deal. No big deal, yeah. Especially since I can Maelstrom a huge chunk. Yeah, Maelstrom's go incredibly hard here. Oh, god. We're almost leaking. I was Geraldo not handling this, actually. That I'm kind of surprised to see. Anyway, we gotta take down the strong stuff first, so try to focus this ZMG down if possible. With road spikes or whatever. We got plenty of time, though. Genie as well. Maelstrom, and this will be just a tad over 1 minute. And now Too Many Cooks Legendary. Assuming the sub-towers don't count, we'll have 3 towers working against us, Alchemist, Village, and the Glue. But still, that's 55% more damage. Rest Tile Sticky Situation Rare should be our best bet. Next chest, let's use a Mighty Mulligan. None of these are actually good. And we got something good, 12% attack speed. And then Squadron together. Use another Mighty Mulligan for this legendary chest. Oh, there we go. Homing projectiles. That's what I wanted from the start, but realizing now, I guess the shooting turret doesn't get any stronger. I guess it's not really needed. But you know what? For fun, because I already have Sticky Situations, only a small bonus, I'll pick it up because I think it affects the genies and everything else too. And yes, I do know the genie already seeks, but it might seek harder. And Jerry Fire too. Oh god, Bloody Puddles with the legendary. This one actually requires some slight attention because Geraldo only sees 3 of the 5 lanes, and so I have to use my Jerry Fires and literally anything else I have to scrape by that right side. Funnily enough, it was the left side that actually leaked the balloons, and am I dead? No. Alright, no need to panic now. Level 20 Geraldo has got us covered. You can also kind of see the Sea King Jerry Fire in action, at least when it doesn't get Fierce Capped. It kind of loops around targets. Out of curiosity. Oh yeah, this looks kind of funky. Now Genie seek even harder than they ever have. We'll pick up first class support legendary. Use this rest tile to heal, so I have 4 lives, 5 lives heading into Vortex. Or if I'm lazy, which I am, yeah, let's not bother with Dark Dungeons at all. And now for the final merchant, we'll just upgrade 2 already existing artifacts that we have. A small bonus, but now those bonuses are enough to push us to following stats. Almost 50 times the damage, triple the speed, so yeah. It's about expected that by stage 4, your tower is now 100 times stronger, at least, than it was initially. Geraldo will have no problem against Vortex because his Counter Pot will give range, along with all of the other range bonuses that we have. Primer Mentoring again, very important. So is Tier 4 Alk. We aren't actually at the level where we get bigger counterpart range, but it's very quick. Just playing 1 or 2 rounds out should get us there. Oh right, this also hinges on the fact that we hit a skull before Vortex gets too far, because I might have put it too close to the horizontal lane. First skull will hit about now, and that should be far enough away from Geraldo, yeah? No. Okay, thankfully the round didn't end, so I can put him even further away. How about up here? Alright, take 2. Skull number 1 now. And yep, items are still available. Get primary quickening. Anything leaks, we'll call the Maelstrom Police on it. There's the range upgrade. Skull number 2. And okay, this is the last I'm gonna buy because I feel like we're good. So, let's fast forward and end this once and for all. Go, Geraldo, go. Oh, I was gonna drop, before the refresh, drop another Genie, because damn, they actually do 13,000 damage? This doesn't get, I swear this does not get affected by buffs. And wait, I'm surprised that Geraldo, or rather, hang on. I think I'm dead there. Should I risk it? Yeah, I got 4 lives. 138 lives, wow. That was not worth risking. But yeah, okay, no. The Genie is affected. The shooting turret is not. That is not normal Genie damage, and why? I thought this was far enough away to not get stunned, or is it because we popped it too early that Geraldo is too close to the left side? Is that it? Let me see. Okay, no stun that time. Last skull? Yeah, it got stunned again, bruh. Well, thank God for the Battle Cat. Imagine where we would be without it. Don't end the round, though, because it might disappear. Good. Alright. One more Genie to finish it off, and oh my god. That Genie is cracked. Why that inherent buffs? I'm not sure. But that's Geraldo, ladies and gents, in the One Monkey Army run. Can't believe I was almost about to skip this one, because this was about as much fun as all of the other heroes I've done. Once again, speaking of which, if you missed any of them, please check out the playlist. It's full of so many cool runs in this cool game mode, and I mean it. I mean it when I say this game mode is fun, and is definitely worth the price to pay for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made like 50 videos on this so far. Code ISAB in the shop, and I will see you all next time.